Alrighty, thank you again for joining me. Today we're continuing on with Righteous Retaliation.
You came at just the right time. I talked to Kotoshiro about it, but I was wondering why the Daybreakers are okay after fighting Falspawn.
You mentioned that before. I did not clearly understand the conversation itself, but it was something about not being corrupted, right?
Exactly.
Yeah, Falspawn can't be completely defeated without photon energy, and their remnants quickly become corrupted. You saw it too, didn't you, Kotoshiro? And that's why the Nightfallers are controlled by Gemini.
However, the brave Daybreakers repeatedly engage in combat, but do not present with any symptoms. Now I see. That is, indeed, strange.
That is foolish, Kotoshiro. What is strange about it? It is obvious. All the beings on this planet are awarded its divine protection. It naturally repels superficial ill will.
Yes, but, Lady Sakunahime, that does not explain the rampage of the Nightfallers.
Well, the divine protection extends to the Nightfallers as well. Thus, they must not feel malice. Have they been led astray by that eerie child? That fraudulent child that proclaims herself the Maiden. She might have instigated it. At any rate, you need not fret over it. You must deal with the matters that are looming overhead. It is good medicine for the Nightfallers, who have been enhanced to unnecessarily huge sizes. Beat them to a bloody pulp.
Can do.
We are currently preparing a large-scale operation for all
Foolish Harakutan folk.
in their local regions.
You aren't the Divine One? Oh, how disappointing.
Why does everybody think you're divine?
If only the Divine One was with us Daybreakers, the Nightfallers would be dealt with easily.
Now that is a selfish statement if I have ever heard one. It is not just them either. All Daybreakers tend to be like this. They say such things with no ill will meant. Certainly, the current invasion was instigated by the Nightfallers breaking the law. The fault lies with them, as foolish as they are. They are likely being deceived or manipulated by those ghoulish children. Either way, they are foolish. That includes the Night Lord for ignoring the situation as well. However, it is not only the Nightfallers. The Daybreakers are foolish as well. They both lack common sense. They once again recklessly rush down the road to war without bothering to negotiate or seek peace. The height of irrationality. I imagine my father and mother are weeping somewhere past the river.
So they're dead?
You two, there is no need to restrain yourselves on this planet. Please proceed to rake them over the coals.
That's a bit harsh.
I wonder if something happened to Sukuna Hime in the past.
An Ashen legend.
Over here! I was just wanting to speak with you, Kotoshiro.
Lady Sukuna Hime's past? If it is for a friend, I am quite willing to describe the legend to you.
The legend?
Indeed. Ashmaiden Sukuna Hime's past is, in essence, the legend of the planet itself. The tale may take some time in its telling. Harukatan is a place where contrast reigns supreme. Day and night never intertwine. Once upon a time, day and night were in conflict. The conflict lasted so long that no one could even remember what it was about.
Neat.
Eventually, the Day Lord and the Night Lord came to desire peace. The Day Lord's daughter and the Night Lord's son were wedded to seal a peace accord. And, for a time, the war was over. But the child born of day and night was gray, the color of ash. Small of frame and stunted in growth, neither dark nor light. The Day Lord blamed the Night's son. By the Night Lord's reckoning, the fault lay with the Day's daughter. And so, war began once again. The Night Father and Day Mother joined the conflict, which the Ashen Child sought to stop. The Ashen Child sacrificed its life in hopes of stopping its parents from fighting. Reeling, the husband and wife regained their senses. Clutching the Ashen Child's remains, they prayed to the stars and gave their lives so that the Ashen Child might know life's embrace once more. The Ashen Child, upon being revived, wept as the ashen remains of its parents passed feebly through its fingers.
Oh.
The child's tears created a river eternal, to separate day and night. Thus did the war come to an end at the hands of the Ashen Child. Yet the Ashen Child still prays for the two who burned to ashes in their grief. The child prays that its mother and father's lamentations may never be given form.
That is deeply interesting.
Harukotan is two halves of a whole. When comes life, so comes death. I thought I heard whisper of that unpleasant tale, and there you stood, Kotoshiro. Honestly, you ever go too far. How adroitly you have memorized such a tedious tale.
It was from you I first heard it, Lady Sukuna Hime.
Sukuna Hime, the Ashmaiden, from the legend I've just communicated. A tale of tedium, the planet's legend, possessed of not one interesting part whatsoever. Put it out of your mind with haste, you two. I'm sorry, Kotoshiro. I think we might have made Sukuna Hime mad at you.
It is not an issue. This is how it ever is. Lady Sukuna Hime is always angry at the foolish war of day and night.
The Ashmaiden teases.
You two are always together. Do you not tire of one another? Whoa! Sukuna Hime? And Kotoshiro? Or perhaps... are you two a couple?
Not quite.
No need to be embarrassed. It was a joke. It is so very worthwhile to tease you, Matoi. Unlike Kotoshiro. He is too honest, too naive. I jokingly asked him if he would kill himself if I ordered it, and he attempted seppuku on the spot.
If you order me to give my life, I shall obey.
Idiot. Have sense enough to distinguish fact from folly.
To me, your word is absolute.
Such profound inflexibility. I implore you, find it within yourself to tell at least one joke.
If that is an order, I shall.
Do you really have room to talk, Sukuna Hime? You're always with Kotoshiro too, you know.
I am the Ashmaiden's guardian. It is my duty to remain by Lady Sukuna Hime's side.
Kotoshiro, you buffoon! You have utterly failed to comprehend Matoi's intent. You were poking fun at how close we seem, yes? So as to get even?
Yeah, let's go with that. You look like family.
Do we? Very well put. Kotoshiro?
The debt I owe you is a heavy one indeed. I cannot repay you in my lifetime. I became your guardian as a means to fulfill that obligation.
Obligation?
My hometown was annihilated in the dispute with the Nightfallers. I was the only one that survived. I was but an infant. Lady Sukuna Hime took me in and raised me under her care. Blind though I was, she did not abandon me. On the contrary, she raised me.
I considered leaving you be, but suspected the decision would cost me considerable sleep. So I brought you with me.
Harsh.
If I had known I was raising such a stubborn creature, I would have left you where I found you.
What you blame me for has the ring of a failure in parenting.
That hurts.
Do not get fresh with me, Kotoshiro. That is hardly the tenor I'd expect from a bedwetting brat.
Why would you bring that up now?
By the by, Matoi, up the fact that Kotoshiro and I are always together. Which carries the tacit implication that you two are always together, yes?
Not always, but a great deal of the time.
Stop analyzing everything I say!
The Ashmaiden gripes.
Ugh, how irksome! Those ghastly children are so exasperating! Ah, you there! You have such perfect timing. Please allow me to vent my frustrations.
What happened?
Yes, yes. That is precisely what I wanted to talk about. Please, hear me out. It is as the legends say, Harukotan is a place where contrast reigns supreme. A coin with two sides. If there is life, then there is also death. If I am likened to life, then on the opposite side there will be death. Indeed, sealed on this planet is my antithesis, an evil god known as Magatsu. All things considered, the seal that holds Magatsu remains strong. I believed it would hold for yet another 1,000 years, but... now those ghoulish children are stirring up trouble in every key place. Thus, I must perform the ritual all over again and completely reinstate the seal. This will impede my afternoon nap.
Is that all?
It is irksome, vexatious, aggravating. Do you understand my indignation now? I feel much better. Having friends is indeed pleasant. I can express myself freely. But do watch out for those abhorrent children. I know naught of their history, and I doubt even a primer would elucidate it for me. But I understand full well that they are ill tidings.
Well, they kinda are Dark Falls.
Though it may be a meaningless warning, if they are the reason that you have come here. But this is my advice, from friend to friend. Lock it away in a corner of your heart. More pressingly, it seems they will soon make their move. The Daybreakers are not to be counted on. I apologize, but I must rely on you two for this.
Enforce stronger subjugation.
Ah, how nice to see you two. Sukuna Hime and Kotoshiro, what's going on?
The Nightfallers attacked again. The Daylord instructed us to lie in wait, and he is holed up in the castle.
Well, it is preferable to him sneaking off. This generation's Daylord is a staunch coward. It's hardly worth picking on the worm. The Daybreakers think that only the Nightfallers are attacking them, but the situation is a bit worse than that. I am in the process of reinforcing the seal. If I do not, Magatsu, the harbinger of calamity, could be roused. That is probably what those eerie children aim to do. I will not allow their plan to succeed.
We'll hope.
This is what it means to dance to the same beat. Anyway, the seal must be reinforced at 6 locations, and 2 remain. There is no time to take care of them separately. Therefore, we will split up. Kotoshiro and I will head one way. You two, the other.
Oh, but we don't know how to reinforce the seal.
Fret not. I have a way. That
It's a mag.
created from magic. You may call her Tamahime. While I am a part of Sukunahime, I think for myself. Nice to meet you both. If you need anything, let Tamahime know, and she will relay it to me. All right, let us be off. Let us go as well. Our objective is this way.
The true nature of Magetsu.
Emergency mission alert. Large-scale deployment operation in progress. All ARC ops, report to the quest counter to join the mission.
Hey, Miss Tamahime.
Do not call me Miss. I exist as one with Sukunahime. Be sure to drop the title.
Oh, right. Sorry, Miss Tamahime.
Okay, whatever. You wish to inquire about Magatsu, right?
Wow, you read my mind, Miss Tamahime. Of course you did, since you're a part of Sukunahime.
I realize that you have no ill will, but the way you speak to me makes me feel like I am being teased. So, Magatsu is a disaster that eradicates planets. It is a disaster born from sorrow, a god that signifies the opposite of life, the destroyer of day and night, the eradicator of planets. I am here to quell it. The Ashmaiden Sukunahime, that is.
A disaster that eradicates planets. Just hearing that makes me...
It's like a Dark Falls.
Yeah. The fact that it is sealed in a planet is also reminiscent of Dark Falls.
This Dark Falls you mention, is that what the Dark Children are after? Worry not, for Magatsu is something else. However, they might be intrinsically similar.
Intrinsically?
Although they differ in scale, they are born from negative emotions such as grief and sorrow, and they bear their fangs at life forms. They may have been born from life forms, but to want to eradicate life to that end, negative emotions are deplorable, no?
Just continuing on. What's with this prolonged dark? Is this something supposed to be happening? Oh, okay. I guess it's just connection issues. If that's the case, I probably should stop for the night. Thank you for joining me. Have a good one.